Today we are continuing our drive through Oklahoma and American Truck Simulator, and got a new truck. This is the new, just as a side note here, this is the new Cascadia 125 from by John Ruda. It's one of his trucks. I just picked this up. It just came out the end of last month, and we just picked this up. It is much nicer looking than the Cascadia in the game. I've been driving it a little bit. Been driving it through Texas, and right now we're actually down in Texas. So I'm making this part of the Oklahoma playlist because we are driving up into Oklahoma. We are going into Idabel, Oklahoma. That's where we're going first. So we're down here in Galveston, so we'll have a fun drive through Texas in the new Cascadia. It's a pretty nice truck to drive. We're going to be going up the edge of Texas and then into Oklahoma. I've been driving the truck. I know I thought about waiting until I got into Oklahoma to pick this back up, but I've been having a lot of fun driving this, and let's go into Oklahoma through wherever we're at. Well, I know where we're at. We're in Galveston, of course. Galveston, Texas. And I just did some modifications on the truck. Yeah, I think it looks pretty nice. It's a nice, well, let's get going. Let's get going here. So what time is it? 4:20. Yeah, it's 4:22 p.m. Kind of need some rest and things like that. Not the most ideal place, you would think, to start. Let's see where we're at in the parking lot here. A video, but I just turned off the parking brake. I think sometimes it turns it off. All right, so it may not seem like the ideal place to start a video. It's like, well, why don't you rest and everything first? Well, where's the fun in that? Let's get turned around out of this parking lot. Yeah, I had a bull bar on this. I decided it looks better, like more of a, I kind of wanted it to look more like, I mean, this is one of the most common trucks you see on the roads in America, and I wanted to make it look a little less custom and more like a common fleet truck that you might see. It's got custom parts on it, but I like this look. So we are turning left. And let's see. Looks like we're right close by. So we are picking up anhydrous ammonia. Sounds dangerous. It is. But farmers use it to fertilize their fields. So we're going to take this up to someplace in, Idabel, Oklahoma. Never been there, of course. That's why, I'm doing this video because we're going back into Oklahoma. Why not show some Texas on the way? But the only places I've been in Oklahoma you've seen. In the meantime, I've just been driving around in Texas. And let's see, this time, this truck has, the engine that we're using it's a Detroit diesel, and it's the one that comes with the truck. This time I'm using the engine from the John Ruda mod that comes with the truck. So if you buy this truck, if you were to, this is the engine that comes with it. I just left it in there. I haven't driven this versus the in-game Cascadia, I haven't driven it, but one huge difference over this one, well, this is a slightly older model, I think, so the dashboard looks a little different. The one that comes with the game, the one from ATS software, you can't even see those hood mirrors up there. For some reason, the Cascadia in the game is one of those trucks where you can't see the hood mirrors. And I don't get that. What is the point of having hood mirrors if you can't see them? If they're literally too low, you can't see them. It's one of those trucks. And that is one design choice that ATS software made that's always baffled me. Yeah, you search me. It's one advantage of this truck, at least you can see those. Of course, in this truck, and your default seating position, you can't see your side view mirror here, but that's really not a big deal. It's not a big deal at all. In fact, whoops, light screen. I would say having the side view mirror out of my peripheral vision has actually opened up my driving a little bit more, because instead of using this button to constantly reset my view, it doesn't matter anymore because I can't see the mirror, so I find myself organically just turning more and thus driving better and having a better experience overall. I never really thought that would be the case. A lot of people change their seating position really uncomfortable and download mods and stuff so they can have their mirrors right there, but actually turning to look has made everything feel a lot more immersive because I find myself turning around in the cab more. I'm not constantly doing this to reset my view, which is immersion braking. Anyway, I thought I'd mention that as a side note. I thought about mentioning that in a separate video, but I'm not sure. For now, let's pick up our anhydrous ammonia. Of course, this truck has a lot of other customization options, being, you know, paid content. Definitely, it is not short on options. Where is our trailer? Probably down here. We just came from here. I just dropped a trailer off here, so just looking for... Oh, let's turn a little bit. Looking for our trailer. There it is. I see it. Here's our ammonia. And looks like it'd be easiest to go out the way we came in, so... Let's get about over here. Yeah, I'm kind of swerving the truck around because I want to get it angled, pointing out a little bit. There we go. That's kind of what I was looking for. All right, off to Oklahoma. And yeah, I'll stop for some rest here in a bit, and when I rest, I'll make sure it's daylight when we leave. I think it probably looks better on the video to drive during the daylight, but you know what? I drove quite a bit in the last video at night. Well, we can drive in the dark a little bit. We'll see what time it is when I wake up. Driving at night is just part of truck driving, I figure. And we are, yeah, we're turning here. Watch my trailer there. So we got 384 miles. Not a bad delivery. That's not bad distance at all. Yeah, since I started driving this truck, this is the first time I've actually driven a truck where you didn't have the mirror right there in your peripheral vision. In fact, I've avoided buying those. Several trucks in the game, the mirrors are too far out, and I'm sure many other people haven't driven those trucks because, you know, whatever. Well, this truck, you know, I paid the money for it, $25. It's not bad, and then I see that I was like, oh, I can't see the mirror. But I'm looking at the truck and I'm like, yeah, but this is a really great truck, and it didn't bother me at all. And within the first delivery, I was blown away. I found myself not caring. I was like, you know what? This is actually more immersive. This does not seem like a safe stop, does it? Just as a side note, it seems really dangerous to stop a tank full of very dangerous chemicals on a train track. Yeah. As a side note, this truck has a couple of small downsides, just a little bit. Things I was going to make a review video on it. I wanted to drive it some more and make a review video on it. And one of those things is the way the GPS monitor up there is tilted. I think it's the way it's tilted. It just makes it a little hard to read some of the numbers on it. Are my lights on? There we go. Now they are. Well, not my headlights. My parking lights were on. Yeah, it just makes it the slightest bit hard to read my speed up there. And the truck info, some of this can be slightly tweaked with the seating position. My truck info, it's pretty small. Of course, I could use a bigger monitor. That said, you know, I only have like a 30, I think this is a 32-inch monitor, and I'm sitting a good 4 feet from it. So there's that. I have kind of a more, not as much a computer seating position and more like if this were a console, because I'm sitting in a recliner instead of at a desk, so I'm a little farther from my monitor, you know. It's a 32-inch monitor, but I'm a little farther from it. Maybe that would allow me to see the info panel a little better. Nevertheless, I can read it just fine. It's just that the monitor up there, the way it's kind of tilted just a little bit. However, this truck has some really interesting monitor options for the dashboard. Tons of them. You could put on the dash or on the windshield right there. Many of them, some of them block out that hood mirror, some don't. But either way, I try not to block my windshield too much in Truck Simulator, because one reason I play the game is I like to see, well, yeah, see the sights and stuff as we go. Once we get out of Galveston here, hopefully we can be done with the traffic lights. Galveston is beautiful. I lived in Houston for a time. I've been to Galveston once or twice for fishing. My roommate, when I lived in Houston, he was big into fishing. We'd come down here and fish for, well, one time we went fishing for sharks out in the ocean. Yeah, we would go down to Galveston to, fish off the pier in the ocean. Once, for sure, I recall. Another time we were down on the beach fishing for whatever. I don't know. I'm not a huge fisherman. It was just kind of something I did when we hang out. So I've been here a couple times. And as I mentioned in one of my previous videos, yeah, this was the first time actually. I lived in a lot of places that had palm trees, but down in Houston and Galveston, it was the first place I ever lived that was actually tropical. And I didn't know that before I moved there. I mean, being on the Gulf Coast, it seems like, yeah, duh, but I never really saw, I never think of tropical climates when I think of Texas, you know, but Texas is a very big place, obviously. So using the side mirrors to change lanes is really not a big deal. A lot of trucks in the game, you can't see the mirrors. I just never drove them. This is the first time I ever bothered to, and it's really not that bad at all just to do that. It's more immersive, I think, really. Although I do have hotkeys set up so I can look out that window, you know, for a quick peek, you know. It's not a bad idea to set that up, you know, have one over here and one over there, etc. It's not a bad idea to have those hotkeyed. What do we have going on up here? Looks like we need to jog over to the left. Yeah, you can always do that if you need a quick peek, you know, there's always that button. Let's get in this lane because we got to jog over to the left anyway. And I'm not sure what's ahead of that. I've never been on these roads. This is going to take us through, oh, we're going to ride on the ferry. Hey, that's cool. We get to ride on the ferry, it looks like. We are going to go up through, this is going to take us up through Texarkana, I believe, which I have not been to. Okay, this is only my second time riding a ferry, so let's see how this goes. This will be cool. Of course, there's no, it'd be cool if they put like some kind of animation or like, not animation, but some kind of video showing you on the ferry, which it doesn't really, but it's still cool. I don't think I've ever ridden a... No, I've not ridden a ferry in real life, just in games, of course, but... Never taken a ferry. Yeah, it opens up here and gets a little confusing, so we're just going to stick with middle lane, I guess. Or we could follow the fire truck. Now let's just follow the fire truck. He seems to know where he's going. Then there's those trucks, but they kind of don't look like they're moving. Or are they? No, he's just kicking it there. That's probably not a moving lane. Alright, now we have all kinds of traffic like merging together here, I guess. Nope, that car's going off the other way. We are going across the bay. Ah, and there's our lane right there. Alright. How much room do we have over here? Looks like we got plenty. Alright, there we go. And we are going to Bolivar. Embark. Now hopefully here we can get out of the city and get moving a little bit. behind us is there now. And we want to go... do not enter, do not enter. Alright, so we're going to go this way. There we go. It's not too hard to figure out where we're going. Yeah, I'm trying not to use the view reset button. It's more immersive. I always used it with trucks when you can see the mirrors. You always want to use that button so that it resets you back where you can see your mirrors. But you see, when they're not in your vision anyway, it really doesn't matter where your view's at. You know, so long as you can, hell, you can drive like this. You know, if you know. So it really doesn't matter. So I'm trying to get over that compulsiveness to push the reset button when it's way more immersive. Just to now, ultimately, like the best way, the coolest way probably to play this game was you can get head tracking, so that yeah, that's a little out of my price range, but that'd be cool to have a head tracking thing that just moves as you look around. Or, I don't know if this is in VR or not, but VR has never really been my thing. Alright, we got some kind of construction up here, or something. Yeah. Whoa, I kind of missed that. Yeah, admittedly, I kind of missed that. And there's a cop. I'm not doing anything, officer. I promise you. Of course, no, I can't see the light. Yeah, that thing snuck up on me. I was watching the construction around, and that just kind of snuck up. Alright, I'm about to just run this light. Because I've been sitting here forever. What is up with this? This light ain't changing. I know I'm a little ahead of it. I'm just going to run the light. Hey, if a light doesn't change, I'm going to proceed through it with caution. That's some BS if you ask me. So, yeah, see, they're stopped up here. We were stopped back there. So I call that a malfunctioning light. I'm going to proceed safely through. There's some states where that's legal, but it's probably never legal for a big rig, to be fair. Oh, look at that, the beach. Oh, wow, that's cool. Very pretty. There's a little sailboat out there. I was at that traffic light so long, I forgot what I was going to say. Yes, this is a pretty part of Texas. Actually, all of the Texas we're going through is definitely the pretty part. All up the east side, and then we're going to Oklahoma, but if we were to keep following the west and then the north border, yeah, it's all cool. Oh, we need to look at a place to rest real quick here, because if we don't stop here, do we have a place? Yeah, we could go on up to there. Oh yeah, there was, I saw a garage there. One thing I want to buy in Oklahoma, I'd like to buy a garage up there because we don't have one. It's, you know, it's ideal to get one in every state. While we're in Oklahoma, we'll buy a garage up there. If we don't rest here, there's more opportunities. This is not, yeah, there's plenty. This is not one of those places where you got to check, because there's some places you kind of get screwed if you don't rest, if you don't take your chance, but there's plenty of chances here. So I turn our lights on because 6 p.m., if you get caught running without your lights, it's a stupid little fine. finally here we get onto some form of highway. How are we gonna get fuel? We're good. Texas, the feeder road system of Texas. I like it. I think it's genius. It makes for a lot of pavement, but it's really cool because, you know, it allows you to at multiple points, you know, just merge onto or off of surface roads from the freeway, and I like it a lot. It's one thing I like. There's a lot of things I liked about Texas, although I lived in a very big city. Right, now we're on the freeway. Lufkin, we haven't been there. Well, in the game, I mean. I remember I drove past signs for it on the way down there, but I don't think we'll be going through it this time either. It looks like we're taking the same roads north that I just took south. I drove around Texas a little bit, and then before ending up in Galveston, because I've been avoiding Oklahoma until I did another one of these videos. And then today I decided, yeah, let's do this. Are we taking this? I believe we are. And I like to keep my eye out for viewpoints and photo opportunity things to get along the way. I do like seeing the sights, and of course. And are we taking this exit? It looks like we are. Whoa, little frame jitter there. Yeah, this part of Texas I've never been in, not in real life, I don't think. But yeah, I was just coming down through this area, and I was thinking this does not look like Texas to me. But yeah, I've never been in this part of Texas in real life, but I don't recall. I mean, we were literally just in subtropical Galveston, and now we are in, yeah, this looks almost like, what does this look like? I don't know, someplace with pine trees, you know? Oh, rain. Awesome, we get to drive in the night and in the rain. Beautiful. Yeah, let's see how my new truck handles in the dark and the rain. The game looks beautiful in the rain, although my my GPU doesn't like it a whole hell of a lot. Drop my frames a little bit, but it looks gorgeous. Wow. They're all sitting in the left lane there. All right. Wow, it looks gorgeous this time of day. And normally this time of day in the rain is the time I hate driving the most, but it looks gorgeous here. do like the dashboard in this truck, especially at night. At night, it's easier to read the info panel there. It's easier for me to see my cruise control speed and stuff like that. I like the clock in this truck. The clock is very clear to read. All the gauges are actually fairly clear. Some trucks are kind of not so easy to read the gauges. But that's one thing about trucks from this mod author. They're all very nice on the inside. With, yeah, like beyond approach, nice. What's our speed limit? 60. Well, it's saying, let's slow down. Oh, 35. I was just looking at that. I noticed the traffic up ahead of me was slowing down, but I was like, wait, what's the speed limit? Shouldn't it be like 60 something? No, we are back in some town. Come on, truck, turn as I get through this. Ooh, just in time. Turn our little interior light on there. It's not so dark in the cab. You can configure this light. I have it as a dim blue, but you can make it like dim or bright in several colors. I chose a dim blue. It's nice just so that way the interior is not completely black. I figured it would be better for videos. Merge left. Whoa. Very little warning on that one. Truck doesn't feel as wide as my other one. My other truck is also a Freightliner. It's the one I was driving in the last video. Yeah, it's a much wider, more substantial. It's an older truck. It's like a 1984. And this truck feels, well, like the window is like right there. The other one feels like there's a little more room. But this is a modern design, and that's what I wanted. I was waiting for this mod author, John Ruda, to come out with a more modern American truck like you see on the roads. I mean, there's several of them in the game already. I got kind of spoiled. I like the quality in his trucks, and this is one of the ones I would have asked for. This is one of the ones that you see like every day. I can't go to Walmart, it seems, without seeing one of these trucks, a Freightlander Cascadia. Although I don't know my makes and models of semis in real life that well, to be honest. Well, makes are easy, but the models in particular. But this looks like just as a layman, this looks like the trucks that you see all the time. I didn't really get into, I don't know, this game is what kind of made me interested in truck driving. Because it's so much fun here. Before I got this game, I never would have thought of this as being fun, but it is, obviously. stop and get us some rest here in a minute. When we pass a place, we'll get some rest so we can get back in the daytime. I wanted to see how this truck was in the night. Yeah, with the nighttime and rain time. Yeah, sorry, nighttime and rain. So let's look for a place to rest. Yeah, I'm getting tired. Well, let's have a look on the map here. And I saw places all up this road. Yeah, there's so up here on the right a few more miles. We can get some fuel too. Over there, I think. Oh, Jesus, stupid. Let me use my mouse. Yeah, we got a full service placey place right there. Awesome. It's outside of Longview, which we've never been to. Sweet. So he's got to hang on for a few more miles. Yeah, I got really spoiled. A lot of mod trucks have this. It's not just these, obviously. A lot of mod trucks. I get spoiled by those interior lights. Now, granted, this has a certain, yeah, hypnotic quality. Driving at night with the street lights sweeping over your dashboard. But I am quite fond of these. Many of the mod trucks, including the ones you can get off the Steam Workshop, have the dome lights, the interior lights of some kind that links to your, in this case it links to your beacon. That's usually how they do it, because I don't run a beacon on my truck. So I think it's going to be the next right, whatever we have coming up. I think it's the next right after that. Well, I mean, it'll have a rest symbol on it on the map, I guess. Yeah, it'll be the next one. And it looks like it's just a turn, not an exit. Yep, it's just a turn, so. Yeah, something about this truck. It drives really, it feels like really smooth. And now, then I would think, well, doesn't my other trucks? I guess so. Just something about this one feels smooth. Could use some improvement, of course. And this truck is brand new. It's only like 2 weeks old, this truck. It'll have more versions. Where are we turning? Well, let's turn here. Oh, no, let's turn at the light. That's my bad on that. Actually, let's turn here. Not turn at the light, let's turn here. Yeah, that was a good call. Alright, so we are looking for a place to park. Yeah, this thing, I don't know, it took that turn pretty smooth. I didn't even look. A lot of times, usually with my big classic Freightliner, my classic XL is what it's called, I usually find myself being more careful. Maybe because it's a little longer. I'm not sure. Can we turn in here? Yeah. Do we need fuel? It can't hurt. Yeah, this thing seems to pull the trailer and everything really smoothly. Maybe it's, I mean, this is a 72-inch cab. That one is an 84-inch. Maybe just, yeah, just slightly shorter makes it a little smoother. I don't know. Let's fill up our truck here. And I guess we're parking over there. Oops. Back in the truck. parking. I guess we'll just slide it in here somewhere. I'm getting tired. I'm in a parking lot. Of course, you can turn that off, but although it does get annoying, I like having it. All right, let's turn this way. I like having it just so that there's a reason to pull over from time to time. Whoa, let's pull over his way. Wow, I can't see crap back there. Should this thing have reverse lights on it? Couldn't really see that truck. This was all kind of guesswork. Just turn my wheel a little bit here. Oops, too much. Yeah, it was kind of just guesswork, but it looks like we kind of found us a spot here. Not bad, because you saw how much I could see. I couldn't see crap. There we go. Good enough. Be quiet, beeper. All right. Let's get some rest here. And get going again in the morning. We only got, let's see how far do we have left. We got to get back on the road, I guess. Oh. And where's our way to the road? We can go this way. Oh, we probably could have parked up here. Well, we had more adventure backing up in the darkness. Looks like we can turn left up here. Driving this truck, I don't know, it just feels smooth. All right, so the good part is we rested, and now it is 9 a.m. Don't need our headlights. Oh, there we go, 146 miles. That's not bad at all. This red SUV. Is he? No, he's not turning. He's just going really slow. Oh, that's why. All right, back on the highway. 65 miles an hour. And back down. And back up. Yep, that's America for you. I don't know if it's like that elsewhere, but that's how it is here. Parts like this, or if I'm not mistaken, oh, Texarkana. Yeah, we haven't been there yet. Driving through California on the west coast, like up the coastal highway, it's much the same thing. There's so many towns up there, and it's like 65. Well, no, I think, well, if you're in a car, and there's all kinds of speed limit signs, yeah, because it's different for cars and trucks. There's speed limit signs everywhere, and it's like 60, 50, 40, 60, it's always changing. It's been a while since I've been in California, but it's been a while since I've been there in the game too, actually. I always dread going to California in American Truck Simulator because, yeah, it's just a statewide 55 mile an hour speed limit for trucks. I don't remember if it's that way in real life, but I've never driven a truck through there, so. tricky with the steering here. This would be a lot better with a wheel. Yeah, I wish I had a steering wheel. That would be cool. But it works okay with the controller. I use a controller and keyboard. It works fine with that. Keyboard for, yeah, obviously all the buttons. Yeah, I'm just trying to, sorry, I was trying to get a drink there. I guess they managed to capture that realism. It's just as much as trying to take a bite out of a sandwich or something while you're driving, you know, keep one eye on the road and one eye over here. So, is this... see, what are we pulling into? Texarkana. Yeah, all new to me. Looks like we're just kind of buzzing through. For a town that's half in Texas and half on Arkansas, but of course in the game we don't have Arkansas. I haven't been, well, obviously, yeah. I'm going to have to go down to the town and see how they do that. I guess part of it's just blocked off, obviously. I mean, I don't have to always check because I got the hood mirror up there, but the hood mirrors can fail you from time to time. Okay, which way are we going? It's not very clear, is it? Okay, there we go. Can't go that way. Good. Those things, I don't think those arrows had spawned in yet. And I'm looking at the map and it's like, well, there's only one curve. But there's so many, just, I don't know how many miles of roads here. Eventually I will have driven them and start remembering roads. And even though I'm like level 30 in the game and have, I don't know, 300 hours or so, I haven't come close, not even close to traveling all the roads, let alone memorizing hardly any of them. There's only a few roads I know because I've traveled so much. And those are the common ones, like I-40 or I-15 that are commonly used in the Southwest. I-10, 70, yeah, the commonly used ones. Yeah, I guess 10, 40, 70, 15, moving through the Southwest, because most of this game's life has been the Southwest. You know, these states expanding out of the Southwest are new. So most of these 7 years this game has been out, it's been southwestern states. But I like now that it's moving into the Midwest. We've got Oklahoma now, Kansas is next, and then Nebraska has already been announced. Nebraska will probably be out early next year. Yeah, sometime next year. It really allows a game that's been out for, 7 years to maintain a lot of life, because there's always new states to be offered for the foreseeable future, obviously. And even then, once there are all 50 states, that's a lot of content to drive through. Right. 55 miles an hour. You know, I wasn't sure I was going to record today because I had... Well, yesterday I scheduled 2 farming simulator videos. Wait, I thought the speed limit was 55. Yeah, it was. Now it's 30. I scheduled 2 farming simulator videos yesterday, one for today, one for tomorrow, so that, and then I posted a video on Dark Dally, and I was like, okay, I got a couple days, I can do whatever I want. Wasn't necessarily going to record, but I keep wanting to drive Truck Simulator, and the way it was, I was, as you saw, about 300 miles outside of Oklahoma, and I was like, yeah, why don't I record? And I'm glad I did, because now I'm kind of in the mood to. Need to do some more farming. We'll get to that. Yeah, I was thinking about that because here I am running a huge load of fertilizer. So, of course, I thought about Farming Simulator. And we're going... Actually, we should... I wonder if the town... You know, I'm going to check where our farm is at in Texas on the Farming Simulator videos. I wonder if that town is here. Of course, Big Flats is not a real town, but it's a imitation of the town of Greenville, which is right around here. And it's not here, but... Oh, not there. Sorry. Here, around Wichita Falls kind of area, is about, yeah, that's about where our Farming Simulator map takes place, around that area of northern Texas. We're not really going there, we're going up this way, and we are just about to enter Oklahoma. Yeah, we're not too far off. Going around a weird little, I don't know what this is. This is an exit or a on-ramp or a... Wow, this kind of really puts you just right on, doesn't it? Alright, Idabel 24, State Line 8, I think it said. I guess that's Oklahoma. I guess that's the state line. Yarp. Alright, back in Oklahoma. Near the end of the episode. Oh, that's okay. Sure, we were driving in Oklahoma, but we were driving through places I haven't been yet, and we were on our way here, so... Yeah. I wanted to get the new truck. I wanted to set it through its paces and get the feel of it, and all I could say about this yeah, this is the Freightshaker Cascadia 125 by John Ruda. He uses, it's not, well, it is a Freightliner, just he calls it a Freightshaker because of copyright purposes, because his content is paid content. He can't use the name Freightliner, but you can go on Steam and download a mod and it changes the logo to Freightliners. This has a Freightliner logo on it. That's why he calls it a Freightshaker, because he charges for the content. So thus he can't use the... No, I saw it coming. It wasn't that I was talking and I didn't see it. I saw it coming, but it just came up really fast. I was looking over there because I was going to change lanes. But then out of the corner of my eye, I saw I don't have room. So we got a... Well, we're in the right town. It says 1 mile, but clearly it's not a mile. It does this a lot on deliveries. It says 1 mile, but then it's like, it's going to be a couple minutes driving through Idabel. Never heard of this town. Let's see, can we get over? Yeah. I only had one hand on the controller there. I had to kind of, yeah. Well, that's why it's handy to have. I have my shoulder buttons bound this way and that way. So like if I, yeah, so if you only have like one hand on the controller or something, you can quickly check. Alright, we are, yeah, tight quarters here in town, and it looks like we're delivering to a place in town, not a big freight yard like where we picked it up at. We're not turning there? No, we're not. I don't know why I thought we were. Why am I not going? What is that noise? My truck wasn't picking up. I was like, that was odd. It was almost like the brakes were dragging. was weird. I was wondering for a second if I'd accidentally hit my trailer brake or something, but no, it was just... And we're making a left turn up here, I believe. What is that light? Oh, it's probably just air brakes, because I've been stopping a lot. I don't think if it's come on before. I haven't seen it. Yeah, it must just be air brakes. Alright, I guess we are going to a freight yard. It looked like we were going to some tight little tiny place in the town proper, but nah. We are going here. Now let's see where we're backing it into. I want to get a good view of this so maybe we can get an idea of where we are. Whew. That's going to be tough with a 72-inch sleeper. I'll go for it. Oh, never mind. It's a 40 XP, so there's probably a pull-through way. Because 40 XP means easy. Well, you know, easy for the hardest choice. So it's probably a pull-through. Because that looks like super uber tight quarters. Should we go straight? Well, let's have a look. Although I don't see anywhere to pull through, so we're just going to go straight and see what it looks like. It looks super tight on the map, but 40 XP generally means pretty easy. Yeah, there's plenty of room. Yeah, okay. On the map, it didn't look like there was any room at all. Let's see how much room we got here. That is a nice looking truck. Wow, I like this. I made some changes to it today. Yeah, as I said earlier, I made it a lot less custom. I made it more like a standard truck you would see a little bit more. I mean, it's got some extra lights and stuff on it, but I wanted it more... Hang on a second here. Alright, so we are going this way a little bit. Oh, don't want to cut too much. There we go. I hit all my stuff on. Took the truck off. There we go. And let's see what we get. Well, we're almost level 30. Let's see. No, I think we're a ways off from level 30. That's going to take a minute. All right, that is complete. We are in Idabel, Oklahoma, and I think we actually passed the point of interest on the way up here, but it's okay. Yeah, a little bit. Just a picture. A little turn off. Well, we can go back and catch that. But this is a decent time to end this episode while we're right here. Wow, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of scenic stuff up on 259 over there. All right, thanks so much all for following along back into Oklahoma. Next episode, we'll pick up here and see where the road goes from here. Don't forget to like the video if you liked it. If you like the content, leave a comment below. Love your input, things like that. And if you want to subscribe, follow along. There's plenty of videos here every day. Well, a video every day. There's videos every day. American Truck Simulator here and there, Farming Simulator here and there. Thanks a lot, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.